They didn't come to swim, or run, or even stay long. They just came to sit, and the beach didn't ask why. It never had. That's what made it safe. They used to visit more often when they were younger, lighter. Back then, they'd shout into the wind and dance in the surf. Now, they just needed a place to be quiet. The beach still welcomed them. The sand was warm, not from the sun, but from the stories it had kept. Footprints from years ago had long washed away, but something remained. A knowing, a hush. They didn't cry. Not this time. They just watched the tide come in. And with each wave, it felt like something they couldn't name was being held for them. The wind whispered like an old friend, not rushing, not pressing, just brushing against them. It didn't need them to speak. It just stayed. A shell rolled in from the sea, landing by their foot. Inside it, the softest hum. They didn't lift it to their ear. They just listened. And somehow, they heard what they needed. They remembered someone who once walked this beach beside them. They weren't there now. But the beach didn't treat them like they were half. It treated them like whole. They wrote their name in the sand, not to mark territory, but to remind themselves they were here, that they still existed, gently, even when the world felt sharp. The clouds gathered slowly, not threatening, just present. The kind of clouds that make you look inward, the kind that match your breath instead of your mood. They whispered, "Thank you for still being here." Not to the air, not to the sea, but to themselves. And the waves answered without words, as they always had. The beach never fixed anything. It didn't need to. It just stayed. And that was enough to soften what had felt too heavy for too long. They watched a bird skim the water's surface and disappear into the clouds. For a moment, they felt part of something quiet, ancient, and endlessly gentle. They stood slowly, brushed sand from their hands. No urgency, no need to return anywhere fixed, just ready for now. Before leaving, they placed a stone on the shore. No reason, no ritual, just a way of saying, "I was here, I was real, I'll return." And as they walked away, the beach did what it always did. It stayed, and asked nothing, and held everything, and waited quietly for whenever they'd need it again.